the Skyline is a legend in the JDM scene. The RB engine is known for making crazy power, and that is one of the main reasons people love the Skyline so much. But this owner obviously doesn't like the stock Japanese power plant, so he swapped it out for a German power plant. You know what's really ironic? The previous video in this series I talked about a dude that swapped a German flat 6 in his Porsche for a Japanese engine. And now this time it's the complete other way around. Anyways, if you do like this style of video, I'll link to the playlist. The idea behind these videos is taking an insane build and breaking it down to find out exactly what went into building these insane cars. Now, back to the Skyline. When you see a R32 Skyline, most of us think of a GTR, which is a 4-wheel drive 2.6 litre twin turbo monster, but this Skyline is a GTST, which is a bit different. Originally, the R32 GTST was powered by a RB20 DET, which is a 215 horsepower 2 litre turbo Nissan motor. All the power is sent to the rear wheels only, unlike the GTR, and 0 to 60 was reached in 6.5 seconds, so not quite as impressive as its big brother. But like I said in the beginning, this Skyline isn't powered by a stock RB20 DET engine, it's powered by a Mercedes built OM606 diesel engine. If you are into tuning diesel motors, you have probably heard of the OM606, and if you haven't, they are one of the best diesel motors to buy if you want to make some big power and insane torque figures. The OM606 is a 3 litre straight 6 turbo diesel, so it's like a diesel 2J, kinda. But stock the engine doesn't make stupid numbers. A stock OM606 makes around 170 horsepower and around 330 Nm of torque. But you see, this thing is fairly far from stock. The owner added a whole set HX52, which is a 67mm super durable turbo, with a turbo smart wastegate and an aluminium intake manifold. He also added an upgraded 8.5mm injector pump. Oh, and that's not all. She also has a 200 shot of nitros. The power is sent to the rear wheels via a CDI 270 transmission. The rear diff and axles are from a GTR, and the brakes are also from a GTR. So this car's like a Frankenstein GTR GTST Mercedes thing. Now, power figures. How much power does this diesel Skyline make? Well, she makes around 550 wheel horsepower, which is serious numbers. But remember, this is a diesel, which means torque, and buckets full of it. She makes around 1,300 Nm of torque on the rear wheels. Imagine the feeling when driving this car. It must put you back in your seat. Now, how do you put down 1,300 Nm of torque? The answer is simple. 10.5-inch Hoosier drag slicks, but I still think she spins them up quite easily. The car does an 11.6 second quarter mile, which is proper fast, and I think that's a scary 11-second run. You need to drive this thing. It's not just all computers, it's you and a stupid powerful machine that wants to kill you. And before I end this off, I actually found another R32 GTST with the same swap. But this one is a little bit more tame than the previously mentioned one, but I still think it's bloody cool. So this build is specifically for drifting, where the previous one was a drag car, and this one makes around 400 horsepower and just over 1,000 Nm of torque. Diesels are so cool, I mean that's so much torque. The car has a GT35 ATG turbo, which I'm guessing isn't a genuine Garrett because they would have specified if it was one. So it's probably a China turbo, but for a budget drifter, this thing is awesome. Imagine drifting a 6-speed manual 1000+ Nm diesel Skyline. It's weird, but it's bloody cool. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed the style of video, I've got more videos just like this one. I'll leave them in the description. And I've got more videos on specific cars, newer cars. Not all the cars are just about modified cars. And then I've got a build series on my personal 335i. I've got bike videos, I've got a lot of stuff. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the peace.